Hello everybody, this is Betsy from Ideas Times 2, and today I have a flip through of a journal which is for sale in our Etsy shop, and I'm just going to flip through this so you can see exactly what this journal is on the inside. And so let's just get started. It is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches, and the spine is 1 3/4. It has 96 pages. The front cover is made out of felt, a heavy, it's a felted wool, and in a beautiful like pink, salmon pink color here. The edges are raw and it has a decorative stitch around the outside edge. Gonna hold it up to the light there. The lace is sewn on the cover and this front image is glued on. This is a design team project also, I should mention, for GeckoGalz, and I'll leave the link for them down below. I use their kit entitled Snow Babies, so you'll see that the images from that kit all throughout the book, and they're just amazing. The back is plain. The wool is hand-dyed, and so there are a lot of color variations. The outside, this little stripe here is a grayish color. And let's see, let me hold up this image too. It has brads in the corners of the image, and it's layered up with paper. And I can't remember if I mentioned it, but this part is glued on and the lace is sewn on. The closure is a sari silk tie. It's off-white, and it's a double strand. And it's sewn right into the cover on the front and back, and then they just sew together into a bow. All right, so the inside lining, as you can see, is also the felted wool in the pink color, and this one is more of a solid color, although it does have color variations in it as well. All right, so the front pocket. So there is a double pocket here in the front, and just has collaged up tags here. This journal is mostly winter type images, but there are a few Christmas items in here as well. So, but it's mostly just snowy pictures and snowflakes and that type of thing. So here's a collaged up photo, and I decorated the corners there, and so we've got a little bit of lace and some cheesecloth paper layered up. It has 3 signatures. Here's a vellum page with winter and Christmas type of titles, and some decorative paper there. Here's an envelope I made, and it just has a little fold-out sheet in it. I don't have any tea-dyed papers. These are mostly just white papers in here. Whoops. And we've got lavenders and salmon pink and baby pink and mostly those softer pastel colors. Here's a little bit of washi tape with snowflakes down here. These pages I scalloped the edges, and then I also blushed them a little bit with a light pink color. Here is a ink sprayed notebook paper, some stenciling. These short pages here, this one has a pocket with a couple of little tags that are decorated with ink spray and washi tape. Here's a hand-marbled book page in, I think it's mostly just pinks. Looks like just pinks. Here's an embossed Christmas tree. I'll hold that up so you can see a little bit. It's hard to tell. There we go. Maybe that helps. So that's just on a little pink paper, and I clipped it right onto the top of the page there. This corner tuck has a a napkin decoupaged onto the cardstock. And here's one of the beautiful girls in this collection. This is the center of the signature. The signature strings are inside of the envelope. So, and this envelope has a pocket. It's actually two pockets because this is a pocket too, right there behind the photo. But I just put something in this one, and it's just with a deckled edge. I have a little piece of paper in there, so that's envelope is decorated on that side. But inside the envelope, I just have fold-out sheet, avocado stained paper, another little fold-out piece of cardstock there. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I think the other ones have 3 items in it, but this one just had 2 since they both folded over. It was getting a little chunky. All-right. More scalloped pages. This is the other side of that hand marbled paper. Some stenciling there. There's a giant snowflake. This I made a see-through pocket here, and I ran this through my what do you call it, laminator, and I had some snowflake dies, and so I cut these out of, with the die machine, I cut them out of my hand marbled paper, and so it's a thinner paper, and then I laminated those, and so I made a little pocket out of that. And here are some more beautiful images here, and you can see right through the pocket. All right, so this short page here is the other side of that decorated paper. And so on this side it's just a little tab almost, and so I attached an envelope. This is decorated with this pink paper. I decorated the flap. The flap actually had an name and address on it, so I decorated that with this paper. And then inside the envelope I have another image from the Snow Baby sheet, because it's 2 sheets. I just absolutely fell in love with them. The other side of the vellum paper, and here's the second signature. So this girl here is layered up with gray paper, and I don't know if you can see it. This is more of a lavender color, and this is the more of the peachy pink color. All right, so here I have a belly band I made out of some designer paper that was just, it has to do with Christmas, a 2, 5, you know, adding 12 and 13, 5 times 5, etc. And I just draped 2 pieces of hand marbled paper over the belly band, and so they're decorating the page, but you can definitely use them. So here is another vellum page. This page, this short page, has a small envelope attached as well. And I just have an index card, a pink index card, and it is just folded right in half there. So I'm going to clip that on there. More stenciling, and these 2 little short pages. This one has some beautiful birds. I think that is the last of this paper. I just absolutely love that. And then this page has a corner tuck, and this little girl here, and I had punched the edges with a decorative punch there. So, and she just slips right in. A little bit of washi tape there. This one, I just clipped her on, and just a blank card underneath for a little more pop of color. There's a doily that is stitched right into the signatures, and here's another sprayed notebook paper. Just lots of scalloped edges with the little blush pink on the edges. Here's the center of this signature. This envelope has some little goodies in it. Just a folded paper, little sheets, another folded one. So lots of pinks and fun papers. All right. And this one I made a round pocket and a round image, and she just fits right in there. I sewed some lace on it, and it has stitching all the way around. Some washi tape down here. Stenciling, more stenciling here. This little corner tuck here, here's another pretty girl with her little jacket on. And this tuck spot here is actually a fold out. So it'll fold out and you can tuck something in there or write something in there. And just to make sure this stays folded, I just put a little clip on there like that. All right, and then this tuck here, this is mulberry paper with some decorative stitching, and then I made a tag, a see-through tag, with my why can't I remember the name? You guys know what this is, right? You guys know. Okay, so I just said it a minute ago. Anyway, those are more of the snowflakes, and these I punched out of just decorator paper. So they're white on one side. So you could actually use it that way for white or this way for pink. So you could use this as a bookmark or something like that. I just thought it was kind of fun. Okay, here's the next signature. Aha. Laminator. And I rounded the edges because you guys know laminating sheets are very sharp at the edges. All right, so this is layered up with doily, paper, and muslin. And so we have some like shadow stenciling on here. This is just paper, and I did some decorative stitching on it. Short page has another small envelope, and it just has a little fold-out sheet in it. If I did ink the edges on any of these, it's with the light pink. So you can probably see it on there. Little snowflake there with lavender. This corner pocket has a doily and a little sentiment there, and she has, I think this is one of my favorite ones. There's another one too. So she has a decorative punched corners on there. And then this is avocado stained paper. It's a little fold out there. This short page has a collaged up tag just pinned on there, clipped on, with some sari silk at the top. And a little label up there, and then these two little pockets have kind of wintry themed tags. And there is some of that bird paper that I just love it so much, but it is gone. It's gone, and I'm pretty sure it is not available anymore. Okay, the center of this signature has an envelope as well, and then this has some little ephemera pieces in there. And just to make sure it stays closed, I have a clip on it. And I have a couple of these. They're paper clips, so they just go over the edge of the pages like that. And it's not cardstock, but it is heavy paper. So here's a fabric flip with lace sewn on, and it flips up, and there's a little pocket with a pretty girl on there. More stenciling here. This is red beet stained paper on the back, and the front it's a paint chip card, And inside these were squares. I guess you would hold it up to your wall or something and check colors. So these were cutout squares here, and on the inside I just put more of that paper that has the little math problems that equal 25. So this is 5 times 5, 19 plus 6, etc. So I just put those in there. All right, and last page, and so I have a pretty big pocket here. It's got a cluster down here. This is just a piece of paper, and I have one of my paper clips there. I shouldn't say my paper clips, it's just something that I die cut. This girl with her parka on. And also in here is a little booklet. So just the cover just opens like this, and it's a flip up booklet like this. So you can definitely tear the pages out of that and use that up. And the back pocket as well, little decorative stitching on here, and it has a booklet and a cluster as well. So there are tea stain papers and vintage papers in here, and that just tucks right in the back. So that is it for my pink winter journal. It is a little Christmassy too. There are a few items of Christmas in there as well, so I'll probably put it under pink winter / Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this this flip through, and I will put the Etsy listing for it down below. I ran out of time to make any more journals like this. This is the one and only, so so the listing is just for one, and I was gonna run through. I made a tutorial for this cover, so I'll put the link for that down below, and I'll put the link for GeckoGalz where you can find these images down below as well. And I was running through real quickly the tutorial. I said I would show you the finished product. So this is the finished product, and what I wound up doing with these ties, this is for the people who are curious how I made the cover. I put the tie and just sewed it straight on the inside cover like that, and on the inside of the back cover as well. So that is it. Otherwise, I think I explained everything else in the tutorial, but I was kind of undecided on my tie at the time. So anyway, take care everybody, and we'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.